Okay guys, so we are continuing with the chapter of quadratic equations. We have already finished first question of exercise 4.2 in our previous video. Now we have to move to question number 2. So question number 2, it says that solve the problems given in example 1. So we have examples given in this book. So there are 2 problems in that. So we are going to solve for those. Okay, so the first problem says John and Jeevanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them have lost 5 marbles each. Find the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. Okay, and we would like to find out how many marbles they had to start with. Okay, so let's move to the solution. Solution says the total number of marbles are 45. So we'll assume one and we can find out for another one. So in solution, let me say that let John have X marbles initially. Okay, so Jeevanti will have, therefore Jeevanti will have 45 minus X marbles, right? Because totally they had 45 marbles. So if one has X, other one will have 45 minus X. Now both of them have lost 5 marbles each, right? So now after losing 5 marbles, 5 marbles, John has X minus 5 marbles and Jeevanti has, she previously had 45 minus X minus 5 now. Okay, so if I equate that, that will be equal to 40 minus X marbles, right? Okay, now they say the product of number of marbles they have is 124. Okay, so products, right? So product of their marbles will be equal to X minus 5 and 40 minus X, and they have given that the product of their marbles is 124. Okay, now let's multiply the binomial into binomial. So 40x minus x square minus 200 and plus 5x is equal to 124. Now minus x, I can take everything that side, so that my x square or the first term is positive. We always want that, right, for our calculations to be easier. So if I take this x square that side, it will be x square because it was minus here, and 40x and 5x is plus 45. So if it goes that side, minus 45x, and this will become plus 200 plus 124 is equal to 0, right? Now x square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. So here I am getting a quadratic equation, right? So now we need to solve this. So in this equation, my sum is equal to minus 45 and my product is equal to 324. So I have, that is positive, right? So I have to find two numbers whose sum should be minus 45. So two negative numbers, right? So sum has to be 45 and the product has to be 324. Okay, let me find out the factors. So factor, this is my little bit of rough column. We can always make it on right hand side of your paper, right? So 324 one time, or there are different ways. Maybe in some questions in the next videos I'll discuss that also. So I can either find out the factors of 324, so it will be easier for me to find out that what it can have the product, right? So, or I can do it like that. So 2, 2, 6 and 2, right? 3, Yes, it goes by 3 because some of the digits are divisible by 3. 3, 2 and 4, right? 9. So that's fine. So 3, 1 and 0, 8. Yeah. So you can make a mistake here. Usually students sometimes might write 18 only, right? Because 0, you don't even figure out that I have to take down the other digit when we divide. So when you do the actual division, you remember it. But when you are doing it orally like this, sometimes this might be a mistake, right? Okay, now it will go by 4 definitely, because after multiplying by 2 it's even number. So I'll just divide that by 2. So 2 8 times and 1 time, so it will not go by 8, I know. Then 5 definitely no. 6 yes, because it is going by 3 and I have a even number. So 2, 5 and 4. Then 9, yes, it will go by 9 because this 108, right? This is still going by 3, so I have to divide this by 3 now. So 3 3 is a 9 and 36. Okay, 36 and 9 is 45. Okay, great. So we have got the 45. So my numbers will be minus 36 and minus 9. Okay, so x square minus 36x minus 9x plus 324 is equal to 0. Now x is common here, so x minus 36 minus 9 is common, x minus 36 is equal to 0. So my factors for this equation would be x minus 9 and x minus 36, and that is equal to 0. So I have to solve the equation, right? So I have to find the roots or the answer to the question. So my x is equal to 9 and 36, correct? So now I can write down that the number of coins, and we know if x is equal to 9, like John had if John had 9 marbles, right? Then Jeevanti would have 45 minus 9, right? So that is equal to 36, or vice versa we could take, because x has two values. So I could say that if John had 36 marbles, because both are the answer, I can consider any, right? So then Jeevanti would have 45 minus 36, right? So that is equal to 9. So the question was not about like how much John had or how much. They had asked that what is the number of marbles they had to start with, right? So answer I can write down that they had to start with 9 and 36 marbles, correct? So that's my answer. Second part of the question is that a cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost of production of each toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. On a particular day, the total cost of production was 750. We would like to find out the number of toys produced on that day. Okay, so now we can say we have to assume, right? So I can assume that the number of toys produced in a day are x. So the number of toys produced in a day, let the number of toys produced in a day is equal to x. So suppose they produced x number of toys. Okay, now the cost of production in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys. So now I can say the cost of production is equal to 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. So this cost of production is rupees 55 minus x. Okay, we can write down of each toy, right? That is equal to this. Now they say that on a particular day the cost of production was rupees 750, right? So on a particular day cost of production was equal to rupees 750. So cost of production would come out to be number of toys, right, into like cost of production of one toy, that is equal to 750 here. Okay, so number of toys we assumed is x, and the cost of production was always equal to 55 minus x for each toy. So this is equal to 750. Now, so if we multiply, we get 55x minus x square is equal to 750. Now I'll take everything on the right hand side because I want my first term to be positive, which is x square, right? So I have to write in that. So x square minus 55x plus 750 is equal to 0. So I got a quadratic equation now. I have to solve this equation. So let's see, my sum is equal to minus 55 and my product is equal to 750. So little bit of rough work on my right hand side. So product, I know I can find out the factors of 750, so I'll be able to easily find out. But let's do this way. So 750 into 1, then I can do with 2. So 2, 3, 7 and 5. Okay, it won't go by 4, so it has only one. Now 3, because the numbers are sum of digits are divisible by 3, 7 and 5, right? So 12, so it will go by 3. So 3 2 times and 5 times and 0. Then 4 it will not go. Then 5, yes, 150. Okay, I have to get the sum of two numbers as 55 because my product is positive, so there will be two negative numbers, so sum has to be 55. Okay, now 6, because it went by 3 and then still it is an even number, so it will go by 6. So 125. Okay, 10, of course, 75 and 10. Then I have to go by 11, no, 12, no, 13, 14, 15, yes, 15 and 50. Is it? It's 65. So I have to wait for the next number. So it will go by now 30, I can see, right? 25 and 30, yes. So I got my numbers. The sum of 30 and 25 is 55, right? Guys, we can do this in our brain also. I know some, when you're watching, you can, we can easily look into, right, that 750, so 30 into 25. But if you're not able to think, right, so you can work it out like that how these numbers are correct. So now I can see that x square, I can substitute my or split the middle term. So minus 30x minus 25x plus 750 is equal to 0. Now here x is common, x minus 30 minus 25 is common, and x minus 30 is equal to 0. So my now factors for this equation are x minus 25 and x minus 30 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 25 or it is equal to 30 here. So that's my answer, that x, they had asked the number of toys produced. So number of toys produced, maybe they are 25 or they are 30, because depending on the situation, or we could see, so we could only find out this. So my answer would be the number of toys produced, number of toys produced on that day, right? On that particular day was 25 or 30, I can say, right? So that's the answer, guys. So we have finished the second question of exercise 4.2. Now we'll solve next questions in the next video. So see you guys, stay tuned.